Hello fellas. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. This is Haley from Top 5 Choices, and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I am going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best home security cameras, 2022. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use it for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. We'll be back with more videos. Design was a huge focus for Google with this new camera. Google often puts a little extra aesthetic effort into its smart home products, but the Nest Cam, indoor, wired, is especially pretty, as products go. It comes in 4 colors and the light pink, okay fine, sand, unit I tested is the single color available with an attractive, maplewood base. Other colors include linen, snow and fog, each with matching bases. I would have liked to see Google lean into personalization and offer interchangeable cameras and bases for customers, a la smartwatch faces and bands. The stand and camera are one piece, so you can't detach them. The base has a built-in mounting plate and screws and anchors are included if you'd like to affix your camera to a wall or solid surface. The camera itself can tilt forward and backward thanks to a tiny, metal arm connecting it to the stand. Overall, the design is simple and clean. The camera can tilt forward and backward and rotate 360 degrees. There's also an option in the camera's app settings to rotate the video feed 180 degrees in the event you need to mount your camera Spider-Man style, I suppose. The Nest Cam, indoor, wired, is a pretty package, for sure. But there are brains here, too. Thanks to Google's new on-device machine learning chip, the new line of Nest Cams, Nest Doorbell, Floodlight, wired and battery models include the latest software features like object identification, activity zones and Google Home app viewing and support. The Nest Cam, wired, can tell the difference between people, animals, vehicles and generic motion. Those notifications are free with your camera, as is 3 hours of event history. There were some questions about this when we reviewed the Nest Cam, battery, and new Nest Doorbell, so let me be clear. You can view any events that happened in the last 3 hours for free. Once the event is 4 hours old, it is deleted from your history. If the dog runs through the living room at 1 p.m., you'll be able to see that clip until 4 p.m. After that, it is no longer accessible. The original Arlo Go was significantly more expensive at around $400, didn't support Wi-Fi, and therefore couldn't use its cellular connection as a backup to your home internet like the 2 can, and also only recorded in 720p. For the second generation, it's been bumped up to a more modern 1080p, letting you get a clearer view of what's going on. Arlo says the camera's batteries will last up to 3 months if you're using cellular, and up to 8 if you're using Wi-Fi, though that'll obviously depend on how often the camera is activated. Arlo has also added GPS to the Go 2 to help you find it in a large area, or if it's stolen, added a spotlight to let you see nighttime events in color instead of black and white, and upgraded the audio. You can now have a real-time conversation with someone in front of the camera rather than the radio-like push-to-talk system from the first generation. Basically, it's similar to Arlo's Pro 4 camera, but with a focus on being able to put it anywhere there's cell service. While subscriptions are becoming standard across cameras, you'll definitely want to take note of the monthly cost for the Go 2. You'll also need to pay for a cellular plan to take advantage of its LTE capabilities. From Verizon, the only carrier the camera is launching with, that'll cost anywhere from $5 a month for adding the camera to a shared data plan to $20 a month for unlimited data. Arlo does say it'll make the Go 2 available through more carriers next year. Design-wise, the Swan is very impressive for what is essentially a budget unit, quite solid and sturdy, in fact. The magnetic mount is extremely powerful, and for those installing on a wall, there's the choice of either an adhesive strip or the mounting plate provided. We would recommend the mounting plate, rather than the adhesive strip, if you're installing outdoors. Rated IP65, the Swan is waterproof and can operate in extreme weather conditions between -10 degrees centigrade and +45 degrees centigrade. A single lens is provided for capturing movement, but at 180 degrees it offers a much wider viewing angle than most, maybe too wide. Although the camera offers 1080p HD video resolution, we didn't feel the images were the highest quality. However, they were certainly good enough for the purpose, and the camera's night vision option is handy for capturing movement after dark. Unlike some basic cameras, the Swan wire-free security model provides two-way audio so you can tell a courier to hide a package or scare away potential burglars. Another handy feature is free facial recognition for up to 10 faces. Often manufacturers bundle this premium feature within a subscription. Simply hold the camera up to your face and follow the instructions to move your head left and right and up and down until it recognizes the person. Swan also claims the wire-free security camera supports voice control via Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. At the time of writing, however, the Amazon Alexa skill wasn't working with the Swan security camera, an issue which the manufacturer is aware of and apparently fixing. The Eufy Cam 2 Pro has the same dimensions as the brand's 2K base station-free camera, the SoloCam E40. This makes it one of the larger battery-powered weatherproof home security cameras on the market, measuring 1.9 by 1.9 by 3.9 inches / 4.9 by 4.9 by 10.6 centimeters. Just like the SoloCam E40, the Eufy Cam 2 Pro cameras can be used freestanding. However, without the use of a mount, it's hard to angle the camera to the desired position to suit your room. Thankfully, it's also wall-mountable and comes with a compact screw mount with a ball and socket joint that attaches to the back of the camera. The glossy white and gray casing is complemented by a black front that's home to the 140-degree angle camera lens. It's here that you'll also find an LED that glows red when motion is being detected and blue when the camera is being charged. There's a microphone above this, ensuring you can talk to anyone in the camera's field of view. On the rear of the camera, you'll find a micro USB port for charging, plus the screw mount attachment, while a sync button that's used for setup or to perform a factory reset sits on the top of the camera. As we've already mentioned, the Eufy Cam 2 Pro comes as a kit with two weatherproof cameras and a base station. The base station, which is relatively compact at 5.11 by 3.07 by 3.07 inches / 13 by 7.8 by 7.8 centimeters, HXWXD, offers 16 gigabytes of local storage for footage recorded by the camera. Eufy claims this should suffice for 3 months' worth of footage, based on 20 events a day, each lasting 30 seconds. We were impressed at just how clear and detailed the captured video footage was, both during the day and at night. Daytime video is captured in color, however, since the camera lacks a built-in spotlight, nighttime footage is in black and white, unlike the Arlo Pro 4, for example. Captured video suffers a slight fisheye effect, too, but not to the extent that it detracts from the detail on display. The built-in AI proved extremely accurate when it came to identifying people in the camera's field of view, even providing a small thumbnail of the person in the events list. We found the two-way talk function clear, too. There are a range of modes that allow you to arm or disarm some or all of your Eufy cameras at the same time. In addition, you can set a schedule for when the camera should be recording. Measuring 9.7 by 11.8 by 7.05 inches / 24.6 by 29.9 by 17.9 centimeters, WXHXD, the Ring Floodlight Cam Pro wired is fairly large, thanks to the beefy camera unit and the pair of large 1000 lumen floodlights that flank it from above. Given the fact that it's a permanent installation, its size is far from an issue, and the fact that it's easily noticeable is, for most people, a good thing. Sure, you might have qualms about interrupting the clean lines of your dwelling with a gadget perched on the outer wall like some kind of futuristic gargoyle, but one of the first, and best, lines of defense security cameras offer is a visual deterrent, so it's a win in our book. Design-wise, there's little not to like. This is a swanky-looking security camera with a sleek weatherproof plastic build that's sturdy, with rounded edges and swooping curves that lend it a rather modern look. It's available in black or white too, so you can have some control over how much it blends in or sticks out if you fancy. The angle of the camera and floodlights are easily adjustable, too, letting you achieve your perfect setup with the confidence that they'll stay where you pointed them. As we've already mentioned, the Ring Floodlight Cam Pro wired has a 140-degree lens that is capable of recording color Full HD footage during the day, and at night if the floodlights are illuminated. When it comes to installation, things aren't quite as simple as, say, the Ring Video Doorbell 4. If you've already got an outdoor light or camera set up, then it's a relatively simple job of turning off the power from the fuse box, removing the old light, and hooking up your fancy new one. If, however, you're installing it in a location where there's no existing wiring, then you'll want to call in a qualified electrician. The Floodlight Cam Wired Pro's 1080p camera offers a generous 140-degree horizontal and 80-degree vertical field of view, which should be more than enough coverage for most people's needs.